Hello, folks, and welcome to week 4. I wanted to take some time this week to just kind of pull things together. You've had a chance to really dig into your training with your team and have fleshed out. You've done the deep research, understanding the content, and now you'll have a chance this week to really kind of refine it, pull it together, make some adjustments based on the feedback from last week. And really, we're going to be looking now at adding some of the actual methods and technology into your planning. So again, all of this is a process and a draft. Until you put it all together, you'll have a chance to make corrections. And honestly, just like any time we design instruction and programs, it's not unlike creating something. I think of it often as creating something on the wheel with my clay. Sometimes it turns into something slightly different than what I planned. So it is a recursive process. As you get further into it, like last week when you did the research on the content, you learned more than you may have initially known. Hopefully, that's the point of it. So you'll go back and add to that task analysis. You'll realize that some things were more complex, or that you may have missed really important parts of the training that you initially had thought about. So again, very common and a normal part of the process. This is why you'll go back and make the adjustments as you continue to develop your training. And this is really what it looks like. And as any time that you do a training, you always have, the best laid plans of mice and men, not only when you implement it, but also in the process of designing it. So this week, you're going to be extending those content outlines by adding the methodologies, adding the details, making the corrections, or refining. One of the big challenges that many of us will have is less is more when it comes to a training. You're going to have way more than you need. So one suggestion that I have for everyone is to really envision doing this training and keeping those focused goals and your objectives front and center. And you may have to go back and adjust them. Again, very normal part of the process. So the more you learn about the content, the more you'll realize all the pieces that you'll have to unpack, and then in the task analysis and in our outline, we'll put them back together. So you'll be looking at different types of technology tools this week, practices and resources. Chapters 7 and 8 really get into kind of how to actually present things. So that'll also help you be thinking through, what exactly am I going to be doing? How am I going to facilitate the training for my audience? And that's the other piece. Don't forget your audience. So we could all say we're going to be doing the same kind of training, but who we're doing the training with hugely impacts how we organize our instruction for the training. So keep that in mind, not only in the research that you do and in the choices and tools and methodology you pick. You want to be explicit in explaining your andragogy and decisions. You'll have a chance to dig in with our discussion forum again. Really appreciated the depths that folks are taking and pushing each other and bringing in great